Welcome everybody to the News at Noon for this Friday, March 13th. We're in week number 11 of 2015. The message for this week is don't quit. We are in the fourth quarter of success weeks, our bonus weeks for the incentive trip to Orlando. I'm your number one fan. The message this week is don't quit. And that was me 29 years ago when I got started in direct sales, and I've kept by that for a long time, and it served me well when things don't seem the best. Don't quit. In this business, you just talk to enough people, you always, always, always have success. We're in a great business. That's our message for today. Let's get started. We've got great things going on. This is the entrance to Epcot. We're going to visit the different parks of Disney World that you're going to see. Epcot is my favorite one if you don't have your children, or if you want somebody at Disney to take care of your children one day and do something fun. Epcot is the place to go. This is really around the world with Disney. And this sign is the Food and Wine Festival. It happens at the end of summer, maybe around the time of September. But every country has its unique foods and unique wines out in kiosks outside the country. It is just incredible. And on our 20th anniversary, I asked my wife to marry me in every country around the world. And when I tell people that, they go, really? I go, yeah, I did it at Epcot. So great place you can visit when you're there for your Disney World adventure with Park Lane at the amazing Coronado Springs, which is an on-Disney property. You will be there. You can earn multiple trips, and it's going to be incredible. And taking advantage of bonus weeks is the way to do it. It's working smart. It's getting your fast pass to Disney. And we've got a couple weeks left in bonus weeks. Remember, bonus weeks gets you double credit two ways. Number one, your personal sales. Once you've sold over $1,000 personally, netting on everything counts. Everything you do is doubled. My question is, in February and March, how much have you sold personally? Have you sold over $1,000? Do you know where you're at? We're going to talk about that. And secondly, you get extra credit for the people you personally sponsor at the beginning, so through these bonus weeks. And we've got a couple weeks, and now is the time to really talk to people. We're going to even talk about what to say today. So 2,000 bonus points for your first recruit, another 2,000 for your second, another 2,000 for your third. We've got a couple weeks where you can take advantage of those points if you haven't yet, and we're going to talk about how to do that today also. With the Disney trip, I hope you download your trip brochure on Field Interface. You start with, level 1, which is just 4 recruits, 25,000 combined points, and you get a land package. That means you can, if you could drive to Disney World or get your own flight and go to Disney World, all the way up to a trip for a family of 4. So 4 people, all expenses paid, airfare, hotel accommodations, everything. Those of you who are seeing pictures, or maybe you're in Paris and you're watching this, God bless you, have fun. Don't watch the news at noon now. Wait till you get home. You see the kind of fun that the people have on a Park Lane trip. It's the only way to do it. Disney World is great. Going when somebody else paying is even better. And one way to keep focused on making that, and I promise you if you make this challenge, you're going to make Disney, is the power of 8. 8 will make you great. It's a theme coming out of convention. And it is a theme that actually goes way back in direct sales. 8 shows every month and 8 recruits on your team every month to really explode. 8 is a magic number in direct sales, and Park Lane is rewarding that magic for you. Now, there is an 8 will make you great tracking chart. This is every week. You just mark down your number of shows. Any team members you have, if you're a leader, you can do that as well. It just has to equal 32. As we get to the end of February, March, April, and the May commission months, you have to have 32 qualified shows. Doesn't have to be 8 every month. And the award is amazing. People love the Mesmerize from the E-Line. Here it is, fireworks. Every night I go look out that window and I see the fireworks at Disney. They're incredible. Look at this necklace. This is our mesmerized design with incredible different colors, and it's called Fireworks. It's over an $1,100 retail value. You're going to get this just for doing the 8 Makes You Great for those 4 months. So lots of reasons to go out there and share the opportunity and book shows with Park Lane now. It is the time. Download your Disney brochure. Download the great fashion-forward ideas. Really take advantage of all the great tools that are out there to feed you so you are more positive as you share Park Lane with others. Another great challenge going on for another couple weeks is the Dancing with Stars. The Dancing with Stars challenge rewards the top 4 people worldwide in personal sales volume. Now, this may not apply to everybody, but it applies to a lot of you, because a lot of you, as you look and you really focused in a period of time, you could do this. You could make this challenge. And our top 4 people go to Dancing with Stars in LA, California. The dates for that qualification period you can see here. They vary obviously by country, but top 4 in personal sales go with Arthur and Tara to Los Angeles. All those sales you have count for all the other cool things going on. I can't wait till we have a worldwide winner in the Dancing with the Stars contest. I think it could be this year. Stay focused. Check out everything in your network magazine. If you haven't printed it, please go on Field Interface. Go to your the network magazine, pull out your March copy and print it today. Everything you need to know specific to your country and where you're watching this is in your network magazine. Please review that. And this week we just highlight some of the things for our customers, the customer special. With a $30 or €30 or greater order, they get to buy the terrific bracelet, gold and silver, fabulous, with the T for terrific. We think of something else when we think of T's, but check your price in your country specific, but with a $30 order, they get to buy that as a bonus in addition to our customer special. The Wings necklace and Wings ring are special for our hostesses. And I've seen those on in Facebook pictures. They look as great as they look here. They look so much better on. So I hope you have your sample to talk about them. But the Wings necklace is our hostess bonus. And when they have a qualifying show, they get it for a special price. Check your country price. It's different every country. And when they book their show, they get it. They get to redeem it at their show, what we call the Yes Gift, which is the Wings ring. So these are real value for our hostesses that you want to have your samples and you want to talk about. And again, the Wings ring is the Yes Gift. It's hard to say. And you have 2 thank you gifts going on now. So you get to double the fun. When a hostess has a qualifying show, she gets to pick 2 of the thank you gifts for the special price in your country. And again, we've got new thank you gifts in there with the new catalog. So that is all the more reason to have a roll of thank you gifts that you can show. They're marked in your catalog again. And say that they get 2 when they host a show now with Park Lane. Now, another one of those great challenges, remember when we talk about the things you do, everything you do counts for everything. And so the Rich Rewards Club, which is an amazing incentive program that we have every single month ongoing, the product of the month is awarded to you when you have $2,000 or €2,000 in personal sales volume, and everything counts. Your net sales, your non-sales, everything counts. The Fantastique was the award last month. Those are being shipped out and awarded. This month is the Lilac Lily. These are fabulous products, and they are products that then become available for sale. So you not only get them and love them for free, but then you get to show them at your shows, and people take advantage of that. So this is Rich Rewards Club right now. Now, lots of great things going on we talked about, right? And, bonus weeks and Rich Rewards Club and Disney and all these things. But I wanted to share with you something that that I always talk about, and I've talked about in the man class at convention. And a question I'll ask you first, some of you have seen me live places, know this one because I usually say it, but I ask people, what's your favorite product? In our catalog, that brand new catalog with all the great things, and our E-line, what is your favorite product? And they tell me lots of different things, but then I always share with them that my favorite product is actually the opportunity. Of all the things we have at Park Lane to offer, all the amazing products and incredible hostess plan, the opportunity, the Park Lane opportunity as a salesperson is still the best thing we offer. And I really believe that in my heart, because when somebody buys some of our jewelry, you do make them feel great that moment they put that on, and they feel great. When a hostess has a show, you make her night amazing, and she'll talk about her night. She had her show, and so you really create great things for an evening. But when you offer the opportunity and people choose to take advantage of it, you can change their lives forever. It certainly was with me when you look back 29 years ago when my wife and I started. It is the best thing we have to offer. And this comes up because at the man class in Las Vegas at convention, there was a gentleman, we have a Q&A at the end, and there was a gentleman who said, my wife is kind of new and she's doing fairly well selling and booking, but she has a hard time getting recruits. What can you tell me to help my wife be able to recruit? Great question in a room full of men, and I want to share with you what I answered. Now, I answered to a guy, but it would be pretty much the same, and this is what I shared to that question. What do I do to help my wife share the opportunity or recruit better? The first thing I said is, do you know what her elevator story is? Now, the elevator story is a term used, but it's called your 30-second commercial. It is, if you're stuck in an elevator going up 3 floors and somebody asks you what you do, what would you say? Remember, you can only do it through that elevator ride. So you've got 30 seconds. So the first thing I said was, does she have her elevator story? Then I shared my elevator story that I share. And so do you have your elevator story memorized? And that's it. You need to create it, and then you need to memorize it. This is not something you can read. You need to have this one ready to go whenever anybody asks you what you do. And then, once you have your elevator story created, then there are really 3 things you can do to better recruit. And I wanted to share those with you that I answered this gentleman. Number 1, I told them that make sure she always asks them if they'd be interested in selling Park Lane very first thing. The first thing you do is you tell the elevator story, and then you go, we're looking for sales reps. You ever thought about doing something like this? Ask them to sell first. If you do, what you'll find, number 1, is you get a lot more recruits. And secondly, if they have no interest in selling, it makes booking a show or placing an order a lot easier. And I explained to the guys that, oftentimes, we'll ask people we're happy just to get someone to buy. Or gosh, if they book, that's really something. And then if they're really interested, we'll ask them if they're interested in selling. Flip it around. Ask them to sell first. If they're not interested in selling, they'll much more likely just be happy to book a show or maybe buy. So number 1, ask them to sell first. It makes booking and placing orders a lot easier. Second, what I told them is the skill is the same. If your wife is doing well at selling and booking, it's exactly the same skill. So I don't want you to think that there's something else you have to learn or be able to accomplish before you can become a good recruiter. The commitment's a little bit bigger that your potential candidate is it's a little larger commitment than just booking a show, but the skill set for you is still the same. Talk to people the same way. And thirdly, the way we talk about recruiting is really important, because what I said to him was, I've met lots of people in the business who can talk people into and out of our Park Lane opportunity in the same conversation. It's not about telling them everything you know. There's actually a 4-step process we use, and that was the third thing I shared, is that when you're talking to somebody about Park Lane to come in as a fashion director, number 1 is you build rapport with them. Just take some time and get to know them. Secondly, ask questions about their life, because when you ask them questions, you will then find their needs. They may not care about recognition. Now, to you and I, the recognition is like it, but they would no sooner be recognized than anything. They really need the money. Or there are people who really don't need the money, but giving them recognition and having fun and getting them out for girls' nights doing shows is really exactly what they need. You don't know until you ask questions and find their needs. And lastly, you match Park Lane to those needs. Whatever those needs are, you just talk specifically about those things that meet the needs she has. It's that easy to become a great recruiter. Have the elevator story. Ask people to sell first. You have the skill set already, and when it comes to talking about Park Lane, build rapport, ask questions, find out what their needs are, and match the needs. That's it. And once they've said yes, stop. Don't talk anymore after they say yes. Of all the things we can offer people, the Park Lane opportunity is truly the greatest gift. It really is. All of us who are viewing this can testify to that fact. Why isn't that the first thing we offer people? It can be. And when you do it, you'll be amazed how your business will grow. March is a commission month that varies depending on what country you're in. If you're in Germany and Australia, it's a 5-week commission month. We're not even halfway through. We just finished week 2. Remember, week 4 in both Australia and Germany are the end of bonus weeks in Dancing with the Stars. Doesn't go till the end of the month. It's the 4th week. Canada, you have 4 weeks this month. Bonus weeks go through the end of the commission month for you. You get 5 weeks in the month of April. So make a note of the commission weeks in this month. Your franchises are an amazing source of customer service support and help you. We're so fortunate that we have amazing franchise owners, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm working in vetting candidates because there's a high standard, and we turn away a lot of people as we look for great candidates around the world. So your franchises, if you have any issue, contact them. You have our amazing customer service team at the home office in Chicago as well. That's our toll-free number. There are email addresses you can use as well. But you have a great support team behind you supporting you. We also have the new Tom Park Lane, which is for our international business. This is where we post the news at noon and photos, and I'm going to start adding content. So please like it, and please invite others. If you're a leader, invite people on your team. I have to personally invite people. You can't do everybody. So please invite them to like the page, and you'll see lots of stuff. We're going to continue to try to become better at posting things on the Park Lane International Facebook page is really what it is. And lastly, I leave with you some, I shared via a trip talk on Saturday afternoon at convention, how Mickey, Donald, and Goofy could really help you earn an incentive trip. And last week we talked about the attitude of Mickey. This week we talk about the spirit of Goofy. And gosh, I can do Goofy too. We talk about Goofy, and Goofy said he really has the everlasting optimism. That is him. He says everything's going to be okay, according to Goofy. And using Goofy as our model, there are 3 things we shared that Goofy really can teach us about earning an incentive trip. Number 1, track your progress. I hope you have the trip tracking report. It's on your field interface. You can download it when you go to contest. There's the contest brochure, and underneath it is a tracking chart, okay? Download it and have it up in your wall. If you don't have your tracking chart on your wall, that is the one thing that I've found in people who were in the incentive trip, who are in Paris now, they'll tell you they tracked their progress. They knew where they were at and knew when they earned it. So that's number 1. Then once you have that up, break down, what are you going to have to do every week? You're going to have to hold 2 shows every week, and you're going to have to talk to 5 people about the Park Lane opportunity. That's a weekly goal. Break that down into daily goals. But break it down so nobody eats an elephant 1 bite at a time, or in 1 bite. I'm sorry. So break it down into weekly and daily goals. And lastly, take time to feed you. This is the time when you're in the middle of a trip, and whether you're right on pace, you're over pace, or you're behind pace, you need to feed you. You need to invest in yourself, feed positive things in. You know what they say, positive in, positive out. Garbage in. Feed your mind with positive things to keep you encouraged to work every day in your business. Not all day, ladies, not 12 hours a day, an intense focus for an hour a day is all it can take to grow an amazing Park Lane business that puts you and your family in Disney World. We know you can do it. We're so proud of you being part of the Park Lane family around the world. Thanks for taking a few minutes to view this week's News at Noon. Love you, everybody. Have a great week.